if we're talking about what's inflammatory, on the one hand you got someone who dropped an F-bomb, and on the other hand you got someone who killed somebody else. F-bomb, killing somebody. I think the more inflammatory action is killing somebody.
Our history, when things looked really bleak, it was Minnesota's first that held that line for the nation on that July 3rd, 1863. And I think now we may be in that moment that the nation's looking to us to hold the line on democracy.
Well, that's very tough rhetoric from a guy who just quit because his fraudulent activities have been uncovered. Look, Tim Walz is a joke.
Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure y'all join me on Freedom Chat. All you gotta do is go to the App Store and jump on Freedom Chat. Let's get into this. Y'all all saw the shooting yesterday as some form or fashion. Now, I want to play this one clip because I want to put the baby to bed. We don't have time to be sitting up arguing about this. Let's play the clip, Joe, of the guy getting hit by the car. I just want to show this clip so we put the baby to sleep right away. If you've been watching social media and you got people telling you that they don't know what happened in this situation, they don't know if it's justified or not, and just look at the video. This is the best angle that I could find, and you tell me that he didn't get hit by this car. Roll the clip. Boom. Boom. Did he get hit one more time? Boom. He got hit by the car. That's why she got shot. And every time I play a politician or one of these weirdos trying to lie to the people about whether or not this was justified and that ICE was out here acting a fool, I'm going to play that clip just so y'all can compare and contrast the foolery of these ignorant people. But before we get there, let's show a bit of the aerial footage of the aftermath. I swear these people trying to make this a George Floyd 2.0. This would be a George Floyd 2.0 if the white lady was a black person. That should tell you, just think about this. That should tell you how silly and how much of a farce this is that if the woman was black, shot by an ICE agent, we'll have Benjamin Crump on TV. People be crying and spitting on each other, all kind of other stuff. But since she white, she only get this little crowd right here and a little bit of media coverage. She ain't finna get no trophy. She not gonna get not trophy, but she not gonna get a statue. They're not gonna be violating COVID rules to give her 3 funerals with a gold casket with celebrities showing up. It ain't gonna happen. Why? Because she white. Now, let's get to some other protests that's right there on the ground, clip 101. These people so silly, and it ain't nothing but white people out here. I said this yesterday. Ain't nothing but white, blue-head liberals out here. They should be at home with their kids, or they should be active members of society, maybe going to work. I don't know, maybe something productive, but yet they out here with their offbeat chants. And roll the clip.
We are Mrs. Good, and we will not have it no more.
They had to get a black man, just so y'all know.
Let's
Preach with the preacher voice.
Standing up for injustice. Let's give a round of applause.
Then the white lady come through and mess it all up. Watch.
This is what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
All right, you guys say this is what community looks like, right? Got it? Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Community looks like an idiot trying to run over an ICE agent getting smoked and everybody get out in the street and protest. But y'all not protesting a fraud in the same city. Billions of dollars of fake child care facilities, and y'all not mad at that? You know why they not mad? Because they ain't paying taxes. All these people out here don't even live in the city. Some of them busting in, don't have a job, don't pay taxes, not responsible for anything, stupid enough to get displaced, and they cheering about displacement. They should be going and patting these ICE agents on the back. Get these illegals out of our city so we can have the benefits of what we've sown into this community. We can reap the benefits of the taxes that we pay. Come on. If you want some of this merch, we got the coldest merch in the game. the best printers in the game. You can get you an ICE thing, or you can get you one that says "Don't F with the U.S." That's my favorite shirt. We print that right now. I can't wait to put it on and wear it. And the shirt I got on right now, pretty fire too. But if you want to go to some of our best sellers, some of our fan favorites, jump on there and get it 26% off. 26% off. Put Lukey and Dookie on the screen. Ren and Stimpy, Lukey and Dookie. Dumb and Dumber. What's his name? The mayor and his boyfriend. That's pretty much what I can see the soy just oozing off his hairline. And then the guy in the uniform need to take his uniform off and put civilian clothes on because he ain't serving nobody in the uniform. I already caught him yesterday lying about the woman getting ran over. Let's roll the clip, because get the clip ready, because every time these cowards get on here and lie about what happened in that shooting, I'm going to play the clip.
And Mr. Mayor, you know, after you told ICE to get the F out of the city, I've seen a lot of Republicans here in Washington criticizing those comments, saying that you're escalating tensions with that. Can you respond to them, and what do you say to them tonight, people who criticize those comments?
I'm so sorry if I offended their Disney princess ears, but here's the thing. If we're talking about what's inflammatory, on the one hand, you got someone who dropped an F-bomb, and on the other hand, you got someone who killed somebody else. F-bomb, killing somebody. I think the more inflammatory action is killing somebody. And so, once again, let's be real and just honest and straight up about what's happening here. This is not okay. The way they're coming into cities, not just Minneapolis, but around the country, is not okay. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, you should understand the importance of constitutional law enforcement. You should understand the importance of not discriminating based on race and randomly plucking people off the street because they're Somali or Latino. And especially from what we've seen, you should also understand the importance of de-escalating tense situations, not killing people and yanking out a gun. And so, again, I'm not going to preempt the investigation. It is important that we do that. And at the same time, you know, you want to make a big deal about an F-bomb, let's make a big deal about our Constitution. I think that's probably the better route.
Oh, I can sense the wussy in him coming out, and his little sidekick over there. Look like they be laying on top of each other at night, the way they acting.
Why are you gay?
Exactly. So, you know, my whole thing with this is, why can't people be honest about their affairs? It's not the ICE agents coming into the city and enforcing laws. It's the dummies who are protesting them. It's the dummies who are throwing glass at them and doing all this other stuff. It's those people that are the problem. It's not the ICE agents. They're randomly plucking people out of the road. They doing it random. They just random. They just going down the street full of white people looking for Mexicans and Somalians. Is that what you saying they doing? No, they don't have a warrant. No. The government not flying these people in. They're not going and having meetings and getting vehicles and putting tack gear on to execute warrants. They just riding around. One day they get up and say, you know what, let's roll down that street and see what we can find. As if they don't coordinate vehicles, tack gear, tactical extraction. They got a number of people they need to use. They are training to do these things, and they have active warrants and authority from the judge to execute these warrants in all of these states. But you lying to your people and saying they just randomly showing up somewhere. How they know where to go? They don't. You think these federal agents live there? Oh man, let's go down Crenshaw and 3rd. It's a whole bunch of Somalis down there. Let's just go randomly try to find these people. You know that's not what they doing. Okay, and I'm gonna say this. Put the dummy on the screen. The lieutenant governor. The next clip. Put her on the screen. We're gonna get to her in a second. But if y'all were to hold these people at the jail when you arrested them, then ICE would just go to the jail and they wouldn't be in the community. But y'all releasing these criminals into the community, now they got to go in the community to get them. And y'all know better. Roll the clip.
This is slightly outside of a thing that you have direct control over, but I'm going to ask you whether you think that state law enforcement should pursue investigation and possibly charges of the federal officer who fired 3 or 4 shots point blank and killed a woman.
I think, Minnesotans deserve transparency. They deserve an investigation, and they certainly deserve justice. And so, I fully expect that, the state will pursue that here. And I think they should. What we have all witnessed is horrific. And someone needs to be accountable for what we've seen, and for this woman, Renee Good, who lost her life at the hands of an ICE agent.
All right, play the clip. Roll the clip for this dummy. Let's see what she said. What we all witnessed. What do we witness? Roll it. Boom. 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 Okay. I think we can, come on. Every time they say it, I'm going to show y'all the clip. Let's get to the next one. Roll it. And I'll say this. Let me get him the props. NBC, I think this is NBC, the only mainstream media outlet that actually reported this correctly. And after we finish with this clip, I'm going to go through a whole bunch of mind-dead leftists and what they have to say. Politicians and social media influencers alike. Because I just think we need, y'all need B. Tatum to just explain this. And after this clip, get your grandma and them in the room, get your mama, your cousin in the room, share this clip with Shanae down the street so I can tell them what it is. Because mainstream media ain't gonna tell them. Let's play this news thing, and then we're gonna get to these leftist nut jobs like Hakeem Jeffries. Who else we got on the chopping block? We got AOC, Joy Behar. You got The View, Ilhan Omar. Roll the clip.
A closer look at the videos we just saw of the shooting incident. And joining us now to highlight some key points investigators will be looking at is NBC's Tom Winter. He covers law enforcement for us. So, Tom, we're going to start the video here, and we're going to stop it pretty quickly because there's stuff we were learning from the get-go. Again, the police chief saying this vehicle was blocking the federal agents right there.
That's right, Tom. And a big caveat, we don't know what happened before this, but they're definitely going to look at the fact this is an unmarked vehicle, but the lights are on. These are clearly members of law enforcement. So that's at least known to this driver.
Let's play the video because something else happens right here. Those officers approach the vehicle. They try to open the door. Let's stop it here. How will this help the investigators?
Whatever is said here, what these officers say, if the driver said anything or not, could really help them understand whether or not they thought there was some sort of an imminent threat. Was this person trying to listen to them? Were they scared? Or is this going to be a problem?
And then, of course, what the driver does next. Let's play that video. Trying to leave there. One of the officers felt like they were forced to fire, and they do. We want to show another angle, reverse angle of the same incident here. We're going to freeze it. This is that same angle here. And what does this show us, Tom?
Well, this appears to show an officer right in front of the vehicle. That, and between the way that the vehicle was moving and the timeline of that, how was the officer responding in that split second going to be critical for investigators.
Finally, one more piece of evidence we want to talk about here, and it is the bullet hole in the front of the windshield. What will this tell investigators?
Well, you look at this, you look at ballistics, you look at witness statements, you look at other video, all going to be part of this investigation. But, Tom, it's going to take some time.
Now, hold it right there. What does this tell you? That he was standing in front of the car when he made the first shot. And we all saw him get struck. What math are y'all mathing right now? It's unfortunate because this ignorant woman had kids. She should have been at home with her babies instead of listening to mind-dead people online tell you that ICE agents are raiding places with no authority. Y'all got her killed. Well, her being stupid and y'all together got her killed. She thought she was doing something, wasn't she? And she dead. Her kids ain't gonna have a mama no more. And all they doing at a memorial site is kumbayaing. ICE agents they still gonna be raiding. You didn't do nothing but die. Let's pull up her GoFundMe real quick. Because she got a GoFundMe. $824,000 for being stupid. Well, she's dead now, so she don't get to get none of that money. It goes to her wife and son. Well, first of all, that wife stuff don't count because it ain't no such thing as being married to a woman. Y'all in a relationship. And y'all, I tell you, it's all messed up anyway because her son being raised by two women, that's stupid. Because the other one got to be just as stupid as she is to be married, to think they married and then be married to each other. And then she on the side, I don't know if y'all heard that clip, she on the side crying, that's my wife, that's my wife. It's my fault. I told her to come down here. Y'all done left that boy at home somewhere to go be fake activists. And she done raised $824,000. And I'm going to say this to say at this part. Let me go to something real quick. Pull my screen up. She raised $800,000, right? $800,000 for being stupid and trying to run over an ICE agent. We got Nick Shirley, on the other hand, that's been exposing the lies, changing America.
It is scary in the sense that, like, they came after me. They tried to debunk me, but they couldn't. And so then they came after my family. They doxed my house. Right now I have security with my mom all at 24/7, and I have to roll with security, and it's not what I wanted.
Oh my God, that's sad, bro.
And it's just because you expose fraud. Like, isn't that something everyone should be celebrating?
On the ladder, is there anyone coming to support you that's like trying to offer you more security or wants you to keep going and continue exposing these people?
Yeah, a lot of people have reached out. For instance, named Officer Tatum. He actually started, like, he has a security company. He has like a nonprofit side where people can donate. And so I have received donations that go like, that I can only use for security. So I have to use it. And so that's been great because security is not cheap.
Right.
It's thousands of dollars a day.
Yeah.
And I don't make that much money as a YouTuber.
And we've only raised $130,000 for him. So what I'm telling y'all to do is, and it's been 2,800 people that have donated to this. I'm just going to give y'all opportunity to put your efforts where your priorities are at. There's nowhere in the world, in my opinion, that woman should have that much money being a dummy, and you got a guy that's a hero changing America, and he raised $130,000 for his security fund. If you watching this, go to Blackline Guardian Fund. We'll put the link in the description section and donate something to Nick Shirley. We should have more money for his protection than this nut job that tried to run over an ICE agent. Let's get back to the content. As I get into the stupidest people in our government talking about this issue, I want to play at least one of the Democrats that's reasonable. Let's go to Fetterman. And I know he dressed like a homeless man, like he on a bender, or that he at a frat party getting drunk out his mind. I know he dressed like that, but at least the things that come from whatever's left here out of his mouth is things that I agree with for the most part. Roll the clip.
I mean, it's devastating. I mean, it's absolute tragedy. My heart goes out to her family. I mean, I don't know the circumstances. I haven't seen the actual video, but a life is lost. I mean, it's a tragedy, and absolutely. And you know, my views. I support ICE about deporting criminals. I don't support and understand if you want to target otherwise hardworking people. I don't support that. I never have on that. I remain pro strongly immigration, and that's never going to change. So here we are now, where a woman's dead, and that's tragedy. And you know, we'll know the circumstances. I'm not going to make any judgment other than just express my sympathy for the family. I mean, just what a tragedy.
So Fetterman is still slightly off a little bit because I don't care who they target. If you came here illegally, you know you illegally here, then you got to go home. That's like me saying, I want to go to Harvard. And if I can find a way to sneak into a lecture hall and sit in there and take notes a couple times, I get access to Pell Grant, I get access to funding, and now I'm a part of Harvard. And I get to graduate, like all these people that worked their whole life to get into Harvard, their parents paying the money, they didn't save the money, and I'm in Harvard, senior year. I ain't in gen eds. I go to the senior classes. I'm only at Harvard for, I don't know, the second semester of my last year. I'm finna graduate with a degree like y'all, and I snuck in there. That's what people are getting in our country. We're the Harvard of the world. You don't get to jump. Y'all, hold on. I'll get to Hakeem Jeffries. Hold on a second. You don't get to say, I'm starving. I need opportunities. I just want to work to provide for my family. And you skip over Mexico to come into America. That's like saying, I'm hungry. I'm going to skip over McDonald's and go to Steak 44. It don't work like that. If you hungry, you're going to stop at the first place to eat. No, y'all want fine dining. You're not that hungry. You want the best. And we finna screw over everybody that fought to be here to give you the best when you should have waited in line like everybody else.